Hey everybody, it's Sonia Swan, and today we're going to talk about a resource that we've had for a little while, but we haven't really shared widely with everybody via video. So we're going to share a little bit about this tool right now for kind of business building and keeping track of your business. And we're going to do this in short little videos. So this will be the first of the videos. And this tool that we created, and we created this about 2 years ago, and made it available to everybody. We really share a lot about it in our training called B.L.A.S.T, Business Leaders Accelerated System Training. And today we're just going to talk about the B.L.A.S.T notebook and how that helps you stay organized, keep on track. One of the things that we have found as people get into their own home business is that they're used to having a job and they're used to having somebody tell them what to do and when to do it. So as they become an entrepreneur, all of a sudden they have all this time freedom and they can get up when they want, they can sleep when they want, they can work when they want. And the challenge is that sometimes we get very busy just doing stuff and we're not actually productive. So this is going to help you have a system for yourself and for those of you who are enrolling people, for your new people who want to get started in doing Young Living as a business. This is what it looks like right here. It's got this beautiful little B.L.A.S.T logo, and inside we're going to talk about each page. So this is a really full resource. It's, as you can see, it's pretty thick. So we're going to talk about each piece of this as we go along. And when I was in network marketing many years ago, I had something kind of similar to this, but it wasn't, of course, available now. So we had a bunch of leaders get together in our group, and we just kind of thought about all the pieces that we want to teach and train people when they very first get started, how to keep them moving and excited and making sure that they know all the information that is out there in a timely manner. So we created this notebook. I'm just going to go through the first segment of it in this video, and then we'll go through more in the next videos. This first the first pages right here, which you're not going to be able to see super well, but these are quick start pages. So on these pages, it has places for them to put their sponsor and enroller, their 3 upline. It has Young Living's phone number. I can't tell you how many times, of course this was before the internet was really huge, but how many times I searched for Young Living's phone number in the beginning. It has Young Living's website, of course, and our YouTube channel is also on there. And it talks about the 3 daily vital activities that we can be doing as we first begin. And they kind of come really natural, but the first one is be a product of the product. The second one is personal development, which is part of what you're doing right now and what they will be doing as well. And the third is just invite. Begin to invite, and become expert inviters to classes and rallies and events, that type of thing. And then it has a place for them to write their why, because many of us get started, and if we don't have a strong enough why, the first little bump in the road that we hit, or the first little somebody says, I'm not so sure about that, maybe it makes us feel uncomfortable and we decide, hey, I'm not really sure this is for me. But if we have a strong enough why that we're doing this, we can overcome just about anything as we go along. It also has a place for them to set their first and second month goals. So you can do more if you want, but this is just for maybe their first and second months, and it gives them some suggestions of what that might be. Maybe they want to go star their first month and senior star their second month, or you can pick whatever it is that you would like to do with them. So this can be for somebody who's brand new, and it can also be for somebody who's been around a while, but maybe they have just decided that they would like to start building, and this will take you step by step. The next page on here looks like this, really nicely laid out, and it has a list of the first 20 people that they want to invite and bless with this information. A lot of times, if we give someone a list and say, write 100 names, that's really overwhelming to them. So if we talk about who are the people that you love the most, who are the people that would benefit the most from these products, that's who we want to write on here, is their first 20 people who they would like to invite, and then writing down an actual date so that if it's you can get that on your calendar. If it's your brand new person, you can both get that on your calendars and start planning towards that first class or that first launch party. And then we talk about how to keep it simple, right? Not saying too much, not fire hosing people and just telling them everything we know about oils from the beginning. So there's a little bit of training there, and how to track their progress. We talk about the Young Living Convention a little bit, just kind of planting some seeds for them to be prepared at some point. They would probably enjoy going to the Young Living Convention and the Live Your Passion rallies, which come up every quarter right now. So that is a great place to start. That's actually pages 1 through 7. And I think we could probably do one more quick little segment in here on this. So this next is called 4 Easy Steps to Getting Started. And there's a bunch of little check mark boxes for them. And I love these because people love to check off and feel like they have accomplished something. So these are things as simple and easy as I've placed my first rewards order, which means that they have to know how to get in and do rewards, right? I know how the point systems work and how to redeem them. I know how to change my rewards order. Aren't these very simple little things? I've set up my PV assistant. I know how to use my grace month if needed. Okay, and we don't really have that grace month anymore, so I know how to place a quick order. I know how to enroll somebody. That can be something that is very intimidating for people in the very beginning that they may not know. Maybe you were the one typing in for them and they didn't really see how this enrollment process works. So they might be a little bit timid about enrolling somebody. So us walking them through that process really helps. I know where to find the compensation plan. So these types of things remind us that these are things that we can be teaching our people as they get going. Some people might not even know to find out where it is that the compensation plan is and how we get paid. I know where to find the links for Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. Did you know there's some amazing things on Facebook, YouTube, and video from Young Living? So we can walk them through each of those places and how to find those. I know how to access my member resources area part of the virtual office. So maybe play around in there with them a little bit. I know how to look into my downline viewer and what all those little icons mean. This is something that we can take 5 or 10 of these things and maybe once or twice a week just give them a call and walk them through it, or meet one-on-one and walk them through a few of these little pieces so that they can be continually learning. It talks about various resources in here that we like to use. You can add your own in here. We like to have people have the Jim Rohn CD, the 4-Year Career, and things like that. So it'll give them a game plan for their personal development and the things that they can be, the people, I should say, that they can be learning from along the way. So that's number 1, is learning those pieces. Number 2 is being a product of the product. So it gives them a place to check off. I've tried some of the hair care products. I've tried some of the skincare products. I've tried some of the cleaning products, etc. And this gives us a great sense of accomplishment. Like, hey, I am really doing this. Being a product of the product is really important part of what we do, because once we're a product of the product, we can have a story. And stories are how most people learn, and how most people like to learn is through stories. So this is probably about a 5 or 6 page little checklist, and it goes through from the basic things all the way to more detailed things as they become a business builder. So those are the first pieces, just little check mark boxes and a quick start guide. We'll do another video coming up on the other pieces, so just look for that, and we'll see you then.